Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. We're set for today's video. So it's a collaboration with Fidens and North Park. I've really enjoyed some North Park stuff recently, so I'm really excited that they released this and that I was able to get one. So it's from Diego to Broadway, West Coast style IPA. It's coming in at 7.2% ABV. Says it was canned today. And it's got Strata, Mosaic Cryo, Citra, and Peacherine. And yeah, I'm super stoked to try this, which I think I already said. All right, wait, did I hold it up? It's funny that they crossed out the Fidens and wrote on their building and wrote North Park. All right, that's pretty darn clear. Wow, definitely filter looking. It's yellow. It almost like it's got a tinge of green to it. It's very yellow. Maybe I didn't pour that aggressively, but not a ton of head. It's barely off-white, relatively compact bubbles. Definitely looks the part. Let's get into the aroma. That's nice. Man, that, in a really good way, that is just like fruit salad. Like it's just... Man, it actually, you know what? I don't get much that ties it back to beer, actually. It's very fruity. You get like pitted fruit, your peaches, nectarines for sure. You get some, actually some really nice tropical stuff. A little bit of orange, but you get like a lot of nice tropical things. Probably more like, I wouldn't say pineapple, maybe like some passion fruit, guava, papaya. I get that lemonade, like pink lemonade that sometimes I get from Strata. But like usually I also get a dank quality from that. And again, like right now, at least in the aroma, I'm not getting anything that ties it back to beer. It's so fruity. Almost fruit juice. Okay. Finally, yeah, I'm getting some dank earthiness. It's like a combo of the two. Yeah, like a combo of the two. But man, like it is well hidden behind, because you look at a beer like this, how, is it going to be a juice bomb or not? Blah, blah, blah. Like the aroma, it is very fruit forward for sure. Relatively ripe, juice or more fruit. I don't know. It's relatively ripe fruit to me, but man, this smells really good. Although there were moments of juice, at times almost like juicy juice. But anyway, let's see about the taste. Cheers. So the taste walks that line a little bit closer to how I thought it would. Where, yeah, you get some relatively sweet, danky earthiness, but you do get a lot of that fruit, and at times it's juicy, at other times it's just relatively ripe fruit, so you kind of get a little bit of complexity there, which is cool. Follows the nose pretty good. I get some of that peach and apricot, more peach than apricot. Some of that pink lemonade thing, and then yeah, just kind of tropical. Except I'm trying to think of common, obvious tropical fruits, and I don't get pineapple, but a lot of the other stuff, like I said, the aroma I do get. There's also a little bit of a like a gummy bear kind of thing, which I haven't gotten in a long time. I remember the first time I got it, it was a Grim beer, maybe Lambo Doors, whatever the name is. And I think I had even seen people were calling it the gummy bear beer, essentially. So like I've gotten it in that and some other ones, but it's been a while. I get a little bit of that as well. Good amount of bitterness, but not too much. So it's like, it's like West Coasty. It's almost like, I got talking about this in a different video, I think, or maybe I was talking to someone offline. But like beers like this, you start in the West Coast, and then you go to the East Coast, and there's like the East Coast, New England, all that stuff, right? You get like the Midwest kind of IPA. And then I don't even know how to describe this newer West Coast, where like this isn't traditional West Coast. It's almost like let's bring it back to the tradition, but keep some of the stuff. I don't want to say we learned, but we got from the more East Coast New England stuff, So like some of that fruitiness, for example, actually really good example. The fruitiness in this hits different than the fruit I get from a lot of, again, quote unquote, traditional West Coast IPAs. So like how orange would hit in those, orange is the closest thing that I can get from what the hops are giving off. Where sometimes, these New England style IPAs are like, is that just oranges, And this is kind of like that pendulum swinging back, but it collected a little bit of the stuff over here and brought it back over to the West Coast, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's just really tasty, just to put that out there too, if I didn't say that. And it's cool because, it's kind of, I came up on the West Coast IPAs, so it's got enough of that I'm like, yep, love it. But then some of the other stuff I've grown to also really enjoy, it's like, I get that fruit quality that way in it, I think it was Joe from Jow's Arcade said something to the effect of, like, the mouthfeel's not getting in the way. And I love the pillowy mouthfeel. I gravitate towards it many times. But like, I get what he's saying, and what he means by that is it just has the hops. And I know there's more going on than that. But like, again, quote unquote, there's nothing to get in the way of what these hops are bringing to the table, which is really cool. And I feel like I'm starting to ramble, and that's how I know it's time to wrap this up. If you had this one before, have you had anything from Fidens and or North Park? Drink something else tasty you want to tell me about? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype beer reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.